Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm back with my videos. This is Nandini Rao, grandmom to a 5-year-old, mother to a loving daughter, married to an awesome man, a second inning expert, founder of Growth Clarity Hub, a Growth Clarity coach with a mission to transform the life of 10,000 people, live a happy, satisfied, and fulfilled life. Many times in life, when we do not feel settled or certain within ourselves, we actually lack clarity of where we are and where we need to go. We lack clarity on who we actually are. When we do not see a clear path in front of us or have a plan to execute to move forward, and when we experience a lot of stress, anxiety, worry, confusion as a result of making frequent changes in our lives, we actually lack clarity. Now, what is clarity? It is that quality or condition of being clear, of being easy to understand ourselves or our situation or the people around us or the path that we need to move on. It has to be easy to understand, and that will happen only when you have clarity. What does it actually mean, to have clarity? It's a condition. It is a conditioning of the brain. It is how we condition ourselves and allow ourselves the complete freedom to design our own life the way we want to. Not just go with the flow, but design it the way we want to design our lives. Being clear about what we think and what we say and what we do is a very, very, very critical step in taking responsibility, a complete responsibility of our actions. Every effort that we make for moving forward in life must, I repeat, it must start with clarity. Not having clarity causes our brain to be fogged. We do not have visibility. It causes our brain fog. It is like knowing that we do not have clarity, yet not knowing how we can get out of it. We know there is a fog, but if you do not know how to switch on the headlights to be able to move forward, then it is like not having clarity of the road you're walking on. And what causes us to experience this kind of a lack of clarity sometime in life? There are many things that cause a lack of clarity, and that is built over a period of years. It could be our limiting beliefs, it could be our ignoring our own conscience, constantly ignoring our conscience, or telling lies to ourselves, not being authentic with ourselves again and again and again till we begin to believe that is the truth, and that inability to distinguish between the false and the truth causes lack of clarity. Because you may find sometimes people exaggerate situations and exaggerate hurt and all of that, emotions and all of that. That also, when you do it again and again and again, it causes lack of clarity. Just be aware. Are you doing any of these? This could actually result in a lack of clarity. There are times when, for self-defense, we treat others very badly, very rudely. And we do that because we do not know ourselves. We are not clear about who we really are. And that treating others badly or behaving with others rudely also is a result of having a lack of clarity of who we truly are. There are times when there are some people, not times, there are some people who think a lot. They think of one thing and they again think of it. They think of it from angle A, angle B, angle C, this angle, that angle. They overthink it. What happens then? They are actually in hypothetical situations. They are not in the present moment. And when they are visiting, many situations, they lose the clarity about the road they want to take. So it's very important to be in the present moment and take actions based on what your present moment calls for and demands for, which will get you to your goal. Now, some people also uh, fear solitude. They do not want to stay alone. They always want somebody with them at home or wherever they go. So that also could be something that has come with lack of knowing who they truly are, a lack of clarity. There could be mind altering substances which could fog your brain, and you will lack clarity. You will not speak, act, or live cohesively. you will need to take a stand and reclaim the clarity of the real person that you are. Leading an imbalanced life also resides in lack of clarity. Now, what are the signs that we can look for to know that we are lacking clarity? Many times we just live life, whatever life is throwing at us, we just take it and move forward. But life always gives us sign of what our mental state is, and we need to look out for those signs and take action at the right moment to really be able to connect to our true person, the true person that we are, and to be able to reach the goals that we have set for ourselves. And this happens, many times. The situations where people lack clarity are when they come to a life crossroad, when they have to make a choice and they do not have too many choices, and they are unsure of what to do. I mean, shall I do this or that? Shall I do that or this? This is having these advantages, these disadvantages. This is having these advantages, these disadvantages. Both are actually attracting me, but I really do not know what to do. That is when you are at crossroad. You do not know how to turn, where to go. That is where you can say you lack clarity. If you're struggling with making decisions, even very minor decisions, then you know that you're struggling with having clarity in your life. There are times when your brain has nothing to think of, or rather has too many things to think of. You feel confused. You feel overwhelmed with so many things. You do not know what to work on, where to start, where to finish, which are the tasks to be picked up and work parallelly, and you are extremely stressed and anxious and mentally tired. And that is happening because you have no clarity about who you are, or what is the path you want to take, or where you want to go, or you may not even have clarity of where you are in life right now. There are times when you'll find this happens, especially with people who are very pessimistic and who are tired of life. Maybe they have struggled a lot in their life and now they don't want to struggle. What happens with them is they rehash the same situation. They keep telling about the same thing again and again and again and again and again, and that every time they talk of the situation, they actually revisit that situation and they come back even more confused. And then they again go back and come back even more confused. So that really, really, when you find people who are doing that, you can gently tell them they possibly need to look into themselves and seek clarity on who they are and what they want to be, where they want to be, where they are now. When people feel stuck, not knowing what next to do to move forward, you need to get some more clarity on your life, on your path, on your goal, on your purpose. There are some people you will find who are, disorganized in a lot of things. They are disorganized in their thoughts. They cannot communicate in an organized manner, or they cannot live their life in a very organized manner, or their work is a very disorganized way of working. When being disorganized is a pattern in every aspect of your life, you can be sure of one thing, that this is happening only and only because you do not have clarity on who you really are, what you want to do, which is the road you need to take to move forward. That is the reason why you behave in a disorganized manner in every aspect of your life. And that is when you really need to connect, get clarity within yourself, be certain within yourself, find your road ahead, find your purpose ahead, get clarity on the actions to take to reach that goal. That is where you need to understand that you need to go within and seek clarity. People who have struggled to reach a certain goal, they've struggled, they've used many years, many approaches, and yet every time they think that they have succeeded, they don't. Something happens at the last moment and they don't reach their goal. And then they have to come back so many steps and then again restart. And when they're doing this again and again in life, they're constantly, every moment, questioning themselves. What is the problem with me? Why am I not right? Why does it always happen to me? Why does God always choose me? Why me? Why me? Why me? And their friends say, don't say why me, say try me. See, it's easier said than done. Try me is not something they can say because they have been tried many times. Yet, if they had known how to reach their goals, they would have. And they are not able to reach their goals because there is something which is not clear in their subconscious. They need to look at themselves at a subconscious level and then they need to start taking very decisive actions towards their goals. That is very important. Now, all these indications or some of these indications could be present in you, and that may be one of the reasons why you may not really be achieving your target. You may not really be achieving, accomplishing your goal, or you may be just going there, being there, and then something happens. Again, you have to start. That happens only because you have no clarity about where you are, where you want to, who you are, who you really are. You know, who you are is not an architect, a designer, or something. The kind of a person that you really are, not the person who you think you are, by way of conditioning yourself. But who you truly are. What are your core values, your personal core values, not your acquired values from your parents' school and all. If you want clarity on that, knowing who you truly are can open up the opportunities in your life a million times more. Because once you're connected to yourself, you have clarity who you are, where you want to go, which direction you want to go. There are 100 directions in front of you. How would you know if you don't have clarity that this is the direction I want to go? Connect with me. This is Nandini Rao, a clarity coach, grandmom to a 5-year-old, mother to a loving daughter, married to an awesome man, a second inning expert, with a vision to transform the life of 10,000 people, live a happy, satisfied, fulfilled, and a balanced life. Thank you, Nandini Rao. I will come back on my videos again. And if you have liked my video, please be sure to like, share, comment, and forward this video. And don't forget to click on the bell if you want to get notified every time that I upload a video. Thank you for watching. This is Nandini Rao signing off. Bye bye. Till my next video. Till my next video.